Yeah, I would say there are a lot of digital tools out there that help people manage their finances and stay motivated. So take advantage of some of these tools. Bank of America customers can access Life Plan, which is a personalized digital experience that's available within Bank of America's mobile app that can help consumers set and track financial goals. Outside of that, I think we talked about no matter where you are on your financial journey, I think embracing a learning mindset and getting a little bit smarter every day about budgeting, saving, paying down debt, investing goes a long way. So take advantage of free financial educational resources that are available, such as Bank of America's Better Money Habits that can connect you to relevant tools and guidance.
Hey everyone, this is Jonathan Marx from GoToHealth. I hope you're having a great day. Here we are in April, and that's tax month. A new Bank of America survey finds that 56% of Americans expect to scale back their social lives in 2026 to meet financial goals, while saying that balancing saving and spending is their biggest financial challenge. We're talking with Shikha Narula, Bank of America's head of consumer deposit products. She's a savings expert, and she's going to share with us simple ways we can refresh our savings habits this spring, balance everyday expenses with long-term goals, and use tools and automations to stay on track. Before we get to Shikha, please subscribe to us on YouTube, Apple, or Spotify, or even on our website at gotohealthmedia.com. And if you like what we're doing, please give us a thumbs up or a 5-star review. That helps get the word out to more people. Thanks in advance. So welcome to the show, Shikha Narula. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, thank you. So the new Bank of America data is startling. Over half of us are canceling our social lives in many ways to meet financial goals. Can you give us some more background behind this? Is this a healthy recession, or are we going to something more serious?
So, what I'll say is, yes, we are seeing some of it show up. However, consumer is still demonstrating healthy underlying forward momentum. So they're continuing to spend, they're maintaining good financial health, though, I would say spending is happening a little bit more at a measured pace. But all in all, the consumer overall looks healthy.
Good. So what are the most effective ways consumers can balance everyday spendings with their saving goals? Because there's a conflict there. Do I save or do I spend? So what are the best ways that we can balance this?
Yeah, I would say start with paying yourself first automatically. So, the Bank of America data that you referenced, 52% of people list savings as their top priority, yet 72% expect inflation or high cost of living to have an impact on their finances. So if you can automate your savings, that helps. There are tools that do the work for you. So, you can set up recurring automatic transfers from your checking to your savings account so the money moves before you have a chance to spend it. Bank of America's Keep the Change program automatically rounds your recent debit card purchases up to the nearest dollar amount and transfers the change from your checking to savings. So I think some of these tools can be very helpful for consumers to save in the current environment. I think the other thing consumers can do is adjust their spending. So when prices are rising, it helps to separate the expenses you can't control from the ones that you can. So rather than overhauling everything at once, identify those 1 or 2 categories that you can adjust, like maybe dining out or entertainment. And those small adjustments, like trimming 1 or 2 meals per week, can go a long way in helping you save.
Good. How can people, well, I think you just mentioned this, but let's go into a little bit more detail. How can people break down large saving goals, such as a home purchase or a wedding, into smaller, achievable steps?
Yeah, so breaking down those large goals into more manageable, smaller chunks can be very helpful and effective. So whether you're saving for that large down payment on a home or a wedding, determine how much you need to save and set some of those milestones for you to get to the larger goal, and then give yourself a deadline, right? So as you accomplish each one of those milestones along the way, take the time to celebrate it, and then connect these goals to a dedicated savings account. So when you keep that money separate from your checking account, it removes the temptation to spend it. So that way you can see yourself make progress more clearly And then those small adjustments that we talked about, that can add up over time. So free up some extra cash for your goals by taking a look at some of those easy to overlook expenses. Maybe there are subscriptions you have that you haven't been using. Maybe there's rideshare that you're using for shorter distances. So if you can make those tiny adjustments on some of these things that you tend to overlook each month, I think it can help you accelerate your progress significantly towards those larger goals.
Good. And let's talk about those smaller treats. You mentioned it before, but I just like to go into a little bit more details. Even as we're finding ways to cut back, how can we do so in a way that still allows us to enjoy small treats?
Yeah, nearly half of Americans say they tend to prioritize spending on day-to-day treats and experiences over savings for the future, and this is according to Bank of America data. So the desire for those small joys isn't going away, and that's totally okay. Instead of cutting them entirely, if you can scale them back intentionally, maybe it's the latte on Fridays instead of having one every day. Maybe it's some lower cost options that might be available for things that you love, and you can make some of those trade-offs. I think that can help. And then the other thing I'd say is define what brings you joy. So start by reviewing some of your past spending to find those categories that you really care about. So it could be a hobby, it could be dinner out with your loved ones, and then use the 50-30-20 budgeting framework. So 50% of your after-tax income to cover things that you need, like your rent, you have to pay that every month. 30% for wants, so these are your joy or those small treat categories, and then 20% towards your savings. So, as long as you're consciously directing money in this balanced way, 30% towards the treat category versus the 20% towards savings, I think you'll be able to effectively balance your everyday happiness against your long-term savings goals.
Thanks for sharing that with us. It's so important in these tight times. It's tax month here in April. If someone's staring at a tax bill they didn't expect or plan well for, what pivot can they make today to ensure that next year doesn't feel this painful? Do you have any suggestions?
Yeah, I think, like I said, setting money aside, establishing those goals, having a rainy day fund set up for circumstances such as, the one you described with an unexpected tax bill or any other unexpected expenses that come your way and go a long way. So, again, making those smaller adjustments in your spending on an everyday basis where you separate the expenses you can't control from the ones that you can, and then making those small adjustments and putting money aside into that rainy day fund can come to your rescue in circumstances such as the ones that you described.
Good. Now tell us about America Saves Week. What is that, and where can I go to learn more about it?
So America Saves is a nonprofit that encourages Americans to save money, reduce debt, and develop healthy financial habits. And it has a theme of own your financial story, small steps, big impact. So you can learn more about America Saves Week and get involved by visiting americasavesweek.org. Listeners can also go to bettermoneyhabits.com for more financial guidance and savings advice from Bank of America.
Good. Now, you're the head of consumer deposit products, transformation, and rewards for Bank of America. Tell us more about what you do and how that helps in our transformation.
Yeah, so on a day-to-day basis, me and my team, we're always thinking about how do we make our product solutions and services better for our clients to help them meet their financial needs, get good financial health. We're constantly looking to innovate our products, specifically our deposit products, as well as think through the loyalty solutions and rewards that we have so that, we can help clients, live a better life and enjoy their financial journey.
Good. Shikha, are there any questions I didn't ask that I should have, or is there a big message you'd like to leave with people today?
Yeah, I would say there are a lot of digital tools out there that help people manage their finances and stay motivated. So take advantage of some of these tools. Bank of America customers can access Life Plan, which is a personalized digital experience that's available within Bank of America's mobile app that can help consumers set and track financial goals. Outside of that, I think we talked about, no matter where you are on your financial journey. I think embracing a learning mindset and getting a little bit smarter every day about budgeting, saving, paying down debt, investing goes a long way. So take advantage of free financial educational resources that are available, such as Bank of America's Better Money Habits, that can connect you to relevant tools and guidance.
Good. Thanks so much for being with us today, Shikha.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Good. We've been talking with Shikha Narula. She's the head of Consumer Deposit Products, Transformation, and Rewards for Bank of America. Her team is responsible for developing and delivering client-centric strategies and innovative solutions to meet Bank of America's clients' needs and their current and emerging financial funds. She oversees Bank of America's new loyalty program, BofA Rewards. Thanks for being with us. This has been Jonathan Marx with GoToHealth. Remember, you can visit our website at gotohealthmedia.com. You can also subscribe to us on YouTube, Apple, or Spotify. And if you like what we're doing, please give us a thumbs up or a 5-star review. That helps us get the word out to more people. Thanks so much for being with us today. This has been Jonathan Marx with GoToHealth. And as we say at the end of every show, go to health. God bless. We'll see you again next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in today to Go to Health. You are one of almost 10,000 people per day who enjoy the evidence-based health information offered by our guest health experts. You can watch us on our website and YouTube and listen to us on 8 podcast networks. Be sure to join Jonathan Marx in our upcoming shows each week. If you like our show, please share this episode with your friends and colleagues. You can subscribe to the show, join our email list, send us feedback, browse through the online store, and view our library of over 150 shows at gotohealthmedia.com. See you next time, and remember to elevate your life with Go to Health.